Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here, and I hope everybody is doing well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about, obviously, Bitcoin, Crypto.com, Cronos, and also a bit of Tectonic, and also a bit about Core, because that Core is a meme coin of a crow that has just come out on the Cronos ecosystem, and it's been a bit of a headliner through the Crow fam community, and it's starting to catch on a little bit. But before I get into that, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. But also, give us a thumbs down if you don't like what I'm doing, because it still helps out with the channel. It gets that algorithm out there and out support what I'm doing, because I'm only a small channel. But I just want to point it out to people as well. I do hold Bitcoin, and I do hold crypto CRO coin as well. And I own a Crypto.com ICY debit card. I am not paid by Crypto.com or Cronos. I am not paid any tokens that actually I speak about on this channel. I am actually not paid by anybody or sponsored by me. So everything I come out with is I'm just like you. I just hold these certain tokens in my ledger or on my exchange, and that's it, period. So I'm not shilling anything to pump my bags or anything like that. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just giving an education video. Nothing I say is financial advice. Anyway, enough of that lot. Let's get into a bit of Bitcoin. So, right, okay, so on the 30 minutes, we're basically creating this systematical triangle again like we did the other day, because the other day also we created that rounded top where we actually did crash through these areas of support down here to actually the target. What I said was going to be 70 to 69, and then we V-shaped straight back up, and we created another systematical triangle again with a potential breakout again of $75,000 to $76,000. Obviously, things could change, and we could retrace back down again to find this area of support around here again. But obviously, we just got to be very aware of that, because obviously there's a chance we could break up, but also we could break down too, because obviously we can have a look on here. This is from Rec Capital. We've got to bear in mind, pre-halving, do we get a dump through like history, or has it all changed because of obviously the ETFs and such like? But we can see here, Rec Capital says here, Bitcoin is slowly approaching that danger zone. So we can see here, if I get the danger zone, if I can find it somewhere, it is around about here, it is. So we're coming up now to this area of orange here, the danger zone. So we could carry on going up a bit, but this is from previous times where we've actually had that pre-halving dump. So we've come back down, and then we start making our way back up. So obviously, are we going to come into this area here and then make our way back up? Because what they're saying on here on Rec Capital, the Bitcoin slowly approaching the danger zone in orange, with historical pre-halving retrace begun. Historically, Bitcoin has performed pre-halving retraces 14 to 28 days before the halving. Currently, Bitcoin is 33 days away from the halving. So we've just got to bear this one in mind. It's worth just taking note of this. Though we could break to the upside, there's also a risk to the downside. And if we're following what the history does, we could come back into this area, the circle blue. This is the last pre-halving retrace, and then we start rallying back up to the upside. So we just got to bear that one in mind, because don't forget, we've only got 35 days on here. I know they said 33, but it says 35 days in here with 5,351 blocks made. So it's worth just bearing that in mind. Yes, I know history may have changed a little bit because of this Bitcoin ETF, but all I'm saying is word of caution. And I say in every video, have a risk management plan. For me, I've got a little bit more money on one side, my own personal money, which I'm able to spend on if I wish to. If we do come back down here, and obviously you've got to bear in mind, if Bitcoin comes back down, then obviously alts are going to come down heavier. So you just got to bear that one in mind, because but they're saying that, you know, yes, on the 12th of March, we got $849 million bought of Bitcoin from BlackRock. And as of today, the results come out today that on the 13th of March, they bought 586, slightly less than $800 million, but 586 million is nothing to be sniffed at. And we can see here also Bitcoin spot ETF total cumulative flow, it's going parabolic. It's actually going absolutely crazy. And also what we can see, the crypto search as well is starting to come up as well. And as we can see here on the pre of 2020, the same thing happened. We come down here and then basically went parabolic from there. So on here as well, we could end up coming down a little bit and then going parabolic. So it just shows that retail, and maybe some of you watching this video are new to crypto, is actually starting to come back into crypto. More people are doing that. So we might get a bit of a tail off here and then a move to the upside. And I'm expecting things like, if Doge makes a bit of a move and Elon Musk makes a comment about Bitcoin again or Doge, I'm expecting retail to start flowing in even more. And that is where I really think we're going to get that parabolic move again for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market space. Because at the moment we're getting like, we can see here, this is actually, one thing I will mention also, I haven't really mentioned him, Michael Saylor, because he's a big buyer, and he came out with a news article the other day and said, if you're cash, you're poor. But anyway, Bitcoin, yeah, he's saying here, Michael Saylor's in competition with BlackRock, by the way, because he's just got just over $15 billion worth of Bitcoin. And he's trying to get more money together now to buy more Bitcoin, so he's confirmed. So just bear that one in mind as well. If you're getting panicked when we have these dips, just look at these guys here. They keep on buying a dip. Like I said, when Michael Saylor was buying, I was buying, really, because at the end of the day, I'm holding long term, I'm holding for this bull market. I can see the future is going to go up. Crypto is going to go up. CRO is going to go up. A lot of altcoins are going to go up. I'm not going to, in this bull market, I just want to make it clear, I'm not going to sell all my tokens. What I'm doing is, I am treating this sort of like as the last crypto bull run that we're ever going to have. So I'm going to treat it like that. But I'm never, ever going to sell every crypto that I own. I'm going to take profits, obviously, because I want to pay things off and whatnot, just like you. So that's what I'm going to do it like. So yeah, overall, we're looking pretty strong. And we can see here, fear and greed is at 88. So we've increased from yesterday, 81, now to 88. So this is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying now is just to be careful that we're coming into this pre-harvest. Could we get a dump? Who knows? Just be careful. Be aware of that. That's all I say. So let's get into a bit of CRO. So looking at CRO on the 4-hour charts, again, we're creating a systematical triangle here that if we basically can hold this line around here, there's a potential up movement of around about, if you just put that to around about here, of getting back up to 19 pence, just even 19 pence really. So, but obviously it's all subject to Bitcoin, but we're creating a systematic, a lot of higher highs here. And that, so obviously if we break down, Bitcoin breaks down, obviously we could potentially break down too. So looking on CRO, if we do get a pullback, then this is the area I'm looking at. So we've got a lot of support around that 15 pence mark. Now, if we lose that because Bitcoin has a 20% correction or something like that, I feel like we could be looking at around about 12 pence for further downside, but hopefully we don't get down. Hopefully we can hold the line around here or somewhere around here. But these are the two areas of support that I'm watching in my keen eye. But at the moment, we've broken above this smart trail downtrend. We've broken out. Like I said, this is the areas I was buying around this areas here at the moment. We've basically on, if we could put it on the 4-hourly actually, around here, we've been creating a lot of higher highs. Move that out here. Moving a lot of higher highs in terms of that. We're following that smart trail still. And like I said, we've got that area support here, plenty of support around that way. And again, plenty of support around this 12 pence to 11 pence mark around about here. So if we do drop down, for me, personally, it's a buying opportunity. But at the moment, if Bitcoin does still hold the line and Bitcoin doesn't break down to some lows, then obviously there's a chance that we could be starting to push back up. Because one thing I am watching with a very, very keen eye is obviously the Bitcoin dominance, because obviously I want the Bitcoin dominance to sort of like Bitcoin go sideways a little bit, but the Bitcoin dominance to start to sort of like come down, get below 52%. That's what I like. Start coming down to 52% to 50%, that kind of area. And that's when I really think altcoins are really going to start. But at the moment, what it is yes, we're getting some of the meme coins popping off like Pepe and Bonk and Dog with Hat. But also what I'm watching out for is that Bitcoin dominance, so we get a full-blown alt season. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all waiting for. Majority of us are waiting for alt season to come, where we can make those 5x gains, 10x gains, 100x gains, that kind of way. So that's what we're looking out for, and that's what I'm looking out for. So I'm watching Bitcoin dominance as it is at the moment, it's sitting at around about 53.95. It's actually gradually been coming up again a little bit. So keep an eye on that dominance because it's all important. But also, I just want to point out, I don't know if you're new to the channel, it's worth getting yourself to Main City. That is Crypto.com's main game, Web3 game is Main City. And they've now got a prize pool of $26,000 plus available. Now, also, I meant to keep on mentioning, I've got an IC White card. If you're interested in, like I said, I'm not paid to shit. I'm not being paid by Crypto.com or anything like that. I started off with the Ruby Steel. Then I went to the real Indigo Jade. Then, in the last bull market, I was able to upgrade to the IC White card, which is $30,000. Seems a long way. But when I was building these up, I was actually ended up getting it for free. Well, not free. It did cost me a little bit, but yeah, it did cost me the 30k though. But obviously, if you come to the website, go to the Crypto.com website, look at the debit cards, and it gives you all what kind of features you can get with it. Like you get Spotify, Netflix, Prime, X Premium, Expedia, Airbnb, and also when you do a lot of traveling like me, the airport lounge. So for me, I think with the airport lounge, I get like a plus guest. So it's myself and somebody else. So if a young couple or something like that couple, you can get in there. So yeah, it's all good. So if you want to check out the cartoons, it's all there for you. And that's so yeah, lots of things happening with Crypto.com. Obviously, we were just waiting on for Hong Kong, you know, and potentially more licenses to come through. So hopefully that's going to help with the price. But like I said, with CRO at the moment, the price wise, yeah, it was holding the line at the moment. We just got to be careful. Are we sort of creating here like a rounded top? And we're starting to come down, maybe support down here, but just be aware that we could come back down here. No, it's all, in my eyes, we're in the bull market. So any kind of drop, big drop we have is potentially, for me anyway, is a buying opportunity. So just be aware. Watch what Bitcoin's doing. Watch what Bitcoin dominance is doing, because that'll give you the idea in which way we're going. But like I said, we might not come down, because obviously BlackRock keep on buying Bitcoin, and that's going to be good for the altcoins to a point. So let's have a check out, see what Tectonic's doing. So we've got this tweet here from Tectonic that their opportunities with single finance. So they're working with single finance. So Crowfam, listen up. Let me tell you a strategy where I've been making money constantly. It's an arbitrage strategy which will utilize Tectonic and single finance. So it says here with single finance, in a nutshell, 1, you supply assets to Tectonic as collateral and borrow from Tectonic. 2, lend leverage yield on single finance, retweet and yield. It's simple as that. Let's go through the steps easy. So basically said here, Tectonic, head over to Tectonic Finance Markets, find an asset you want to supply, find an asset you want to borrow, supply a collateral and borrow assets, and earn tonic. So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Hint, single finance is the leading pool offering 71.83% APY for USDC, which is nothing to grumble. And it gives you the basically table here. So yeah, if you want to amend more Tectonic, then obviously you can go to single finance. So extremely supply, you can earn yield by supplying USDT and Tectonic rewards. Supply USDT. USDT supply APY is set 1.77% and 0.2% for Tectonic reward. Users supply USDT collateral to borrow assets. For example, borrow, you can earn tonic rewards by borrowing USDC. Up to 80% of your supply assets can be used as collateral. USDC borrow rate is at 4.42% APY, but you get 1.90 APY tonic. So if you want to earn more tonic, maybe this is for you. So 5, example, making money with debit. Head over to single finance to make money with debit. At singlefinance.io, the lending APY USDC is at 71.83% APY. Supply and borrow USDC to the average yield farms. Watch your debt repay itself, withdraw, pay off the debt. So obviously, we could go through this. It's worth just going on to their tweet and keep going and going and going. But it's worth just checking out, see what you think. It might not be for you, but obviously it might be an opportunity where you can earn more Tectonic, makes it more tonic. It makes sense if you want to earn more tonic. So yeah, so go over to single finance, check that out as well. But looking at the chart at the moment, nothing's really moved so far. You know, it's been a bit slowish, but like I said, it's like it's the tortoise and the hare, isn't it? It's like, you know, you get the hare which goes well ahead. You see all these other coins exploding, but Tectonic really hasn't moved so much. But we have broken out of that accumulation zone. We're above that now, starting to create higher highs. We've basically got a bit of support, creating support here, 601495. So basically we're following the trend up. It's going slow, But like I said, it's like the hare and the tortoise. You know, you think 1 minute we're just doing this, nothing's happening. Next minute, you're exploding exactly like this. It's just basically, it's like, as I said before, it's like that accumulation zone, isn't it? It's like that elastic band. You keep pulling it, and at some point, you've got to let it go. And then what happens is you get that effect. You get this effect here, where you're boing straight up. And that could happen at any point in time. So, but Tectonic for me is a long-term hold through this bull market, because we've got a long way to go in this bull market. We're at the early stages still, so there's a long way to go. But expect movement to the upside. When? I can't tell you that. Obviously, I can't see into the future. But I just keep on accumulating. If we get a bit of a dip, I keep going. But at the moment, we're just high highs, holding stronger here, creating a lot of support. Like I said, we're out of that accumulation area for me. I bought around about this area here and around here. So for me, I've got my bags full. I'm not buying any more. I'm just waiting for that ride up to the upside. So yeah, looking all good. So let's have a quick look at this core. Right, core. I'm not going to chart this because I can't. Look at that green can. That is, I've seen it. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, that's gone up quite a way. That's gone up quite a way, hasn't it? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Volume of 1.189 million. That's absolutely mental. Yeah, so yeah, if you're into this now, it's worth just checking it out, because a lot of Crow Farm have been talking. I'm not going to chart that, but you can see the green candle says it all. And you can see Shark Crow says here, so if you have 1 trillion core right now, and we hit even a quarter of the market cap of core GAI, you'll make 250 million USD. Just saying core. Yeah, so you can see that people are just talking about it. Yeah, cool. It's all here. It's worth just checking out. It might be worth a little punt, you know. And it's like any meme coin. You don't put your life savings in there. If you've got a little bit of spare cash on the side, and it goes to zero, it's not going to affect you too much. You know, it's worth just checking it out. So we can see here, Ken, who's head of Cronos ecosystem, says 2.5 years ago, SHIB, Elon and Doge were among the first British tokens on Cronos and still among the most widely held tokens. Today, it's exciting to see a new wave of creative and enthusiasm around Cronos native meme coins, with Core, Core and others aiming to reach thousands, then tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of passionate token holders. Be safe out there, because obviously, like I said, you know, when it comes to meme coins, it's high risk, high reward. So, you know, with any kind of meme coins, it can go to zero. So you just got to bear that one in mind. But yeah, Core, not bad at all. But also you can see on Core here, you just go, if I go back to it, you can just see Core, it's just absolutely, yeah, everywhere. That's actually Ken's. So we'll just go a bit more back. So we've got a bit more back. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, look at the core. You just have to look at it. It's absolutely everywhere. But stay safe out there, because at the end of the day, it's all high risk, but you can make a lot of money as well if you get it right. So if you like this kind of content, this is enough for me. If you like this kind of content, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.